Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Saturday, February 3rd, 2024. It's 2:35 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. Well, as always, I'm wanting to make videos and I will be as consistent as I can. So, like I said, welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. This weekend, interesting things happening. Let's check it out. As always, bitcoin.com got more for you there. Enjoy. Go check it out. All right. Looking at Finviz, even though the weekend is over, I should say the week is over. Weekend's not over yet. Week is over, but we can see that we closed on Friday with a skyrocketing Nvidia. Amazon was up, Meta was up like insanely. Anyway, I doubt it's because Zuckerberg apologized, for being a monster. But anyway, Nvidia, keep it in the game. Microsoft in the green. So tech sector closed pretty good on Friday. So for what that's worth. But if we do look at overall, the markets did not close too positive on Friday. And if we do look somewhat closely, if we zero in, you can see that we did close in the green. We've kind of seen a bit of a downtrend in the Dow, Nasdaq, S&P 500, even the Russell especially. Dumping as the week ended. So we'll see how they open. Maybe they gave a little bit back and they'll be positive, come Monday. So looking at the DXY and oil and gold and silver. So DXY here in the top left. Let's see. This thing actually, this is a 4x, so it should be. It's just showing Friday when it closed. So when it closed on Friday, it made a nice move. It got to the 200 moving average. So DXY is strengthening. So. Interesting stuff. Oil, of course, got over the 200 moving average on the daily. Could not hold it very long. It's been dumping the last couple of days, and I don't think it will continue doing that. I really don't, especially with the shenanigans going on right now. I would expect this to bounce hard come Monday, in my opinion. And looking at gold, kind of sideways ranging, not too exciting, but it is above the 200 moving average on the daily. I like that. We'll see. It's going sideways. It's just not an exciting chart. It's sideways, good enough, but it's in a positive spot sideways. The 200 moving average is right at around 1,965, and it's at 2,039 right now. So these are all daily charts. So gold ranging sideways, not looking too bad. If you wanted to actually be a little bit creative, which is not illegal yet, but they're working on it. So enjoy it while you can. We're kind of getting to a little wedge pattern here, and it would not surprise me if gold breaks out towards the positive side. Just saying, that's my feeling, not financial advice. Silver getting its ass kicked lately, but it's hanging out to 200 moving average going sideways. Couldn't get above it, kind of dumped on Friday, so we'll see what happens. But in general, commodities here not incredibly exciting. I did want to look at the 10-year bond. I need to actually 10-year note futures. I won't waste our time. I need to I want to start looking at the 10-year bonds, because you can correlate those to the DXY, and you can kind of see it's a neat little measurement, and to help kind of see which way commodities and oftentimes forex are going to go. Well, anyway, we'll start incorporating that into that. Maybe we'll add that to that. Volume last 24 hours for Bitcoin. 3.9 billion, not bad, down 43%. I can dig it. That's actually fine. It's a pretty good weekend for Bitcoin. I like what I'm seeing. So in general, the crypto market, I think it's we might see some action this weekend. So we'll keep going here. This weekend so far, I'm not really seeing anybody trying too hard to long and short. We're not really seeing any big wrecks here. So I like that. Nice $1 million buy just came in. Wouldn't mind being that person. Anyway, yeah, if someone just gave you here's a question for you, and put it in the comments if you're interested. For the video, if somebody gave you $1 million in Bitcoin, like boom, here's a little treasure, or whatever you might like, in a hardware wallet, like, boom, here it is. And would you just let it sit, that $1 million? Would you just let it just sit there in Bitcoin? $1 million, bucks worth today, this very moment, bam, here. Or would you hedge a little bit out? Would you put something like USDT? What would you do if you had $1 million in Bitcoin, just bam, on a hardware wallet? It's yours. You check it out, log in, boom, it's there. What would you do? Would you diversify that, or would you just stay in Bitcoin? Just kind of curious. Um, Looking at 56% longs, 43% short for Bitcoin on Binance. So we have a slight long bias, but it's not incredibly powerful. But for Ethereum, 71% long, 28% short. So definitely Ethereum, people are expecting to make a move. Looking at this is spot trading on the top 20 exchanges I like to look at. In general, they're all kind of in the red. They're trending down for the weekend, except something going on with BitThumb. It's lost its friggin' mind. But anyway, for the most part, they're chilling for the weekend. It makes sense. So it's a nice gradual decline for the weekend. It's kind of like it makes sense. It's what usually happens. I kind of have feeling a little bit of confidence that we're finding some bottoms. Let's see what happens after, because last week was a bit of a butt hammering, to put it basically. Ronin, so Bitcoin right now coming in at 43,100. I'm sorry, 43,014. And looking at the top 100 alts, we do see that Ronin, which I've always just thought, Ron, it's just a cool sounding name, whatever it is, in Flare, FLR. I've seen that one for a while pop up now and then, but those are both in the green, up a couple percent. I like that. That's rather exciting. Nothing else doing anything particularly exciting. Algo Rand is up 2.9%. Algo, not bad. That could be a sign of good things to come. Now, looking at Bitcoin, and I actually found this cool indicator, and I need to put a link to this over on the Bitcoin Daily View site, and I will. This indicator is it's the Merino market risk indicator. Somebody did the math for it and put it on TradingView. I am noticing here, this is a daily chart. So we have Bitcoin up top, the MMRI on the bottom here. I notice when the MMRI is below 250 in general, that's when you see less risk, and you start to see actually that Bitcoin tends to perform better when towards the upside when it's below 250. So I've actually put a little alert in, and it dings me when it goes below 250, and I take a look. It just seems to be a sweet spot. Below 250, positive movement for Bitcoin. Above 250, and a little bit more treacherous if you're longing. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that this is a chart, a daily chart. If we do look, I'm going to actually go in here. Daily chart here. It's cool. It's a cool indicator to put an alert on and just watch it in different time frames. And if you are, especially swing trading. Anyway, it's one of the many things you can measure. Looking at a daily chart for Bitcoin, I go way back here to the March of 2020. We were down there in the 3K ranges. This beautiful Fibonacci sequence. It sticks. It works. It's very, 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 very poignant. And if we do look, we are above the .5. We're right here. We're just challenging that 382. What can get above that? We're well above the 200 moving average on the daily chart. If you look at the Fib sequence, we are looking pretty damn groovy. I really can't complain. I think that if we are on the uptrend, then we're going to break that 382. And most likely the next place we're going to have to, expect some resistance will be like 53. So if we can break like 43,950 and hold that, and then I think we're kind of home free to like about 53,000. Not surprise me if we get a nice bump there. So I really am watching for this this break above this Fib sequence, because this really has this Fib sequence I got going on here is not new. That's for sure. It's been around for a while, and I think it sticks. I think it's got a lot of power. I really do. And for what it's worth, if you would like, I will copy the link and I'll put it here in the live chat to that chart. If you are interested, you can check it out. Now, with that said, let's just keep on moving. I will look at Bitcoin here in a very, let's look at it really nice and tight. Get rid of those indicators. Oh, crap. Sorry about that. So here is Bitcoin on a 45-minute chart. I like it. It's been moving up. It broke above the 200 moving average, the white moving average, and the 314, the green moving average. It's kind of riding that 200. Nice place to be. Looking at the squeeze indicator, we're kind of in a squeeze. I don't think it's going to give much back, though. Directional index is in the red, but trending towards the green. ADX is moving up. No big volume coming in right now because it is weekend. I tell you, I think this is an interesting spot to be. I like it. So let's look at a 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. Oh yeah, look, this is something this really moved me today. When I saw this I thought was pretty darn groovy. So 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, we keep breaking above and below that 200 moving average, the white one. That's why I get these little blue diamonds here. That means you broke above the 200 moving average, and that's actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it. And I think these little purple squares down here, which you might be able to see, hope you can, they mean that you broke above the 200 and the 314 within, like, I think 3 candles. So, or it's vice versa. I think the purple squares mean you broke above the 200. The blue diamonds mean you broke above the 200 and the 314, all within 1 to 3 candles. And squeezing indicators chilling out. The actual index is trending down. ADX is kind of no great big volume coming in right now, but we're just riding that 200 moving average. When you start breaking above it like that, getting the blue diamond merit badges, I call them, and little pink Barbies, as we call them, on underneath. That's really a sign of some velocity that's growing. So I'm kind of feeling like we're going to see Bitcoin continue up in that one fib sequence. If we can just get up a little bit above that 382, I think we are fine. Right, the dot 5 or 382, whatever it was, that fib sequence. If we can ride above that, I think we can just hold this and keep moving. I think we're going to see. I think we're kind of home free for like another run to like 50K probably easily if it decides to go that way. But right now I'm just seeing some velocity building, and I like what I am seeing. So here's some alts real quick. LUNC 45-minute chart, as you can see, it blew up, lost its friggin' mind, beginning to retrace. I think this is always a good time when you see something like this to fire up a fib sequence and just run it and just watch and see if it comes down to a .5 or a 618 golden pocket or a 786 fib bounce, because definitely if this guy's going to keep going, we're going to see a little bit of a retrace. And if it goes to like a positive spot here in the fib sequence, definitely it might be something to hop in on. It's just looking wonderful. Good chart. It's over pumped right now. It's going to retrace some most likely, unless it keeps going. Could happen. But do note this on the 4-hour chart. What did it do? It pumped, and what did it do? It wicked right to the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. So that's definitely going to be a place of contention there. Squeeze indicators rolling back over. Directional X is moving up. Massive volume coming in. Definitely, if we can break that 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, if it can break that, which is a natural spot where you're going to see resistance, if it breaks that, comes down, tests it, keeps going. I like what I'm seeing. I did get some commentary from blockchain education manager Robert over there at Blockchain Education. He mentioned, yeah, the altcoin market has coins that are still going up. MAV and LUNC, MAV and LUNC, MAV and LUNC, LUNC, very likely to go up from here, and very nice gains consistently on the daily from TIA and Pendle. I'm not sure who TIA and Pendle are, but that's okay. We'll look at MAV also. And if you look at a daily chart, so, I mean, LUNC, play by your own rules and do what moves you. But I'm liking what I'm seeing there for LUNC. And also, this is nice. Let's look at LUNC one sec. Okay, so LUNC on a daily chart. Okay, so here we go. This is LUNC on the daily. It lost its mind a little while ago. It gave a lot back. And you know what that means? It's probably going to keep moving now that it started again. Because if we look at what we're seeing here. We're seeing LUNC cranked, came down, hit that 200 moving average. Let me actually fix this chart. I got to really fix this one. I don't care about I do care about the 140, but I need to make a chart for, I guess I want to be the 314. Okay, perfect. When we're looking at it like this. So here's the thing. It broke that 200 moving average and the 314, moved and moved and moved. It gave a lot back. Now it's making basically a 314 is the green. Or you can say the 200 if you want. 200, 314 moving average bounce. So I would say the 200 moving average bounce, making a 200 moving average bounce on daily chart. This is really powerful. It would not surprise me if we end up seeing one of these, a cup and handle form. Definitely that could happen. But let's do a fib here. And I'm just going to start it from when it started to run, like right there to a fib. Okay, so right now we got below the 786. This thing really gave it back. So what I'm watching for is this thing to get back above that 786 at around 11345 sats. That's 11345 sats. I will share this chart I'm not sure how they actually look when I share them, but I'll just share the link if you want to see that. This is an interesting one, I think, really to look at. I'm definitely watching this guy here to break above that 786 fib level, or even looking at like the 4-hour. How's the 4-hour looking? Yeah, 4-hour. If we go back to the daily, you can see the daily. There's the 786 fib. You see that. Now, if we go to the 4-hour, what do we see? We see that 786 fib from the daily chart. We also see the 200 moving average right in the same spot, and it just wicked to them. So I'm watching for that little break above, just a little break above, come down, test it, and then I think we're just rolling to the next fib level. I have no doubt, most likely. Go back to daily chart and look at that. And if we break to that next fib level, that'll be the 618 golden pocket, and that's definitely, probably a good move into like 14911 sats. So really going from like 11345 sats all the way up to 14911 sats. That's not a bad move if we actually look at a little bit of let's look at the range here, a forecast, and from where we are, that fib level back to that top of that 618. That's 30%. That's sweet. So I think definitely Lund-C is one. If I wanted to be crazy tough, just nuts out of my mind, I'd probably hop into it right now. But I'll refrain. I want to see it make a little bit more of a move, get above that 4-hour 200 moving average, and I think that's when I will really feel confident to hop in. Let's look at a 4-hour chart with all the pretty indicators. Yeah, I think I'm feeling kind of confident on that one. I just want to see a 200 average moving break and find support above it. And right now the indicators are moving over positively. I like what I'm seeing. It's a good thing. So anyway, Lund-C, wait a little bit. I think this guy is going to be something that actually runs. Also, it was mentioned, Robert mentioned MAV. I have not looked at MAV, so I'll be straight up. I'll just tell you I have not looked at it, but you can play it on Binance, you can play it on KuCoin. Also, you can play Lund-C on KuCoin as well on Binance and all of your finer exchanges. Okay, this one's just wonderful. It's a 4-hour chart, and it kind of speaks for itself. It's just been a glorious run up. It's looking great. Indicators are very strong. How would I even? It's just good. It's just moving. It's a nice positive chart. Let's look at a daily on this one here. Yeah, nice gradual move. It's above the 200. I like it. You gotta look at this one a little bit yourself and see how you want to play it. I'm a little bit more excited about Lund-C, but this guy's been on a beautiful uptrend, and I would say there's really, just find yourself, look at short time frames at a place where you would get in. Like right now, I would say, like if I wanted to get in, looking at like the 45-minute chart here, I would probably try to get myself an upwards channel moving, like kind of like this. And I'd figure like right now we're a little bit in no man's land. So I would let it and it's rolling over on the squeeze. Let's look at a 4-hour chart, get rid of some of the chop. Yeah, it's been pushing kind of hard. So I would just myself, if I had to get on this one right now, I think I would wait for it to come down to the bottom of this 4-hour channel. And then I'd probably see how the indicators look when it starts to turn around, and I'd get in it and then just see if I can ride it for the long run, but that's what I would do if I was looking to get in on it. Okay, a little bit of fun news, and I'll share this. I already put it in the live chat, but I'll just share it again. I believe that this link will work. Share, copy link. I'm a crazy person, and I thought I'd just share this link. Gregory Marino. He's an interesting character, and this is an interesting article he wrote. And I think that it's just, as traders, we're always, I think, seeking truth. Your ability to recognize and seek truth, see it, feel it, know it, I think is directly connected to your ability to profit. And whether you think he's crazy or not, whether you agree, don't agree, this is a very short little article he wrote, and it might just have value in your trading. Just something to think about. Just mind expanding, good weekend reading. I think it has a little bit of value. Even if you don't agree with it, it's something just to think about, like I said, that might positively affect your trading. I believe so, because I think what he's saying is truth, at least to some extent. And the more we know truth, the more we profit. So I never say no to truth. I'd share the little chart here that Robert from Blockchain Education just shared. He was turning me on to a Lund-C earlier in the group. we're always there in the chat. Sometimes we're not. We're always sharing charts. We have 2 webinars a week where we go over setups. I mean, you just can't go wrong. Blockchain education, it's a wonderful thing. If you want to come join the team, you can go to bitcoindailyview.com or the description of this video. Click on the link there. I honestly don't make any money referring you, but you will get a discount if you click that link and come join the team. Learn how to trade. Learn how to trade like a total operator, whether you do Bitcoin or any other commodities or whatever, like debt-based trading or whatever, gold ETFs, whatever you might trade. Take care. It's always my goal to get on and do this as much as I can. So, talk to you later.